just tweet out the link to the stream. Just tweeting out the link to the stream. Okay, I think we're good. Beast, always good to see you. Thank you for, I noticed you helped that guy in the UE4 channel. Thank you. Really appreciate that. I actually didn't know how to... I mean, I think I've made macros before, but I didn't know that off the top of my head, so that was really cool that you helped that guy. Okay, so I re-upload a build. So I re-uploaded a server build, Beast. And oh, my desktop audio is on. I'm probably gonna... I'll turn on my desktop audio. Yeah, so yesterday I kind of left off on a bad note, because, like, I'm trying to debug the server, but, like, every time I want to implement a quote-unquote fix, I don't want to, like, re-upload the build again and then make a new fleet, because it takes a really long time. So it's like I'm trying to figure out maybe better ways to, like, do this, but if I can, I can't. I added more log statements to the server to help us debug, so I'm going to I guess I'm gonna wait for this fleet to initialize, and then I'm gonna try to join the game again through the clients, and we'll see. We'll go back into the server again, and we'll take a look at it. We'll look at the logs. We'll see where exactly the program's breaking. Because at this point, I'm not too sure. So. Also, I'm gonna move the checklist I have this on Discord to daily goals for now. I washed my hands earlier. We're good. Okay, let's just move everything. Yeah, because I need like a good way to know where the checklist is. I need a good idea. Oh, I gotta add the bold characters back though. Nope, not that message. Quitting. Let me just edit some stuff. Quitting / closing the client. Not quite need to look at logs. Yep, that's pretty true. Oh, really? All of these things need, or a lot of these things need to be in bold. Also, I don't know why, but my left ear is like, my hearing is like just really weird right now. I don't know why. So it's like I hear like weird things right now. Yeah, not quite yet. Okay. Okay. So let's refresh. I think this is active. Okay, so let's So let's go back to the client. I think we can, start the game. There's no problem with that. This password doesn't work anymore. What's that? Oh, that's snipping tool. Can close snipping tool. Alright, we'll do that. Alright, gotta remember. So we'll do hello dtune dd. Try and do them side by side so that I don't like accidentally sign into the same email, because I've done that before and it's not fun. Alright, so this should break. So they actually both made it. But I think but yeah, the game session's still terminated. Okay. That's fine. Again, it was broken before, so we gotta look into it. That's really all we can do anyway. I just want to check one thing. I want to check YouTube real quick. Before I do that, though, let me just copy and paste the fleet. I don't know why, but my counter right now says there's 0 viewers. I mean, maybe that's true. Maybe I'm just so boring that there's no one watching. But if anyone's watching, maybe Beast, if you're still here, how you doing? How's life? Hope life is good. Don't want life to be bad, so. Honestly, there's no point in, the secret's useless, honestly, at this point, because, like, we can't restart Sup Mario, how you doing? There's no point in, like, doing that stuff anymore. So I'm gonna run these commands in the background so I can get access. I'll be right back, hold up. Alright, I'm back. How am I doing, Beast? I'm doing quite swell. Thank you for asking. Really appreciate that. Alright. Running some of these commands off screen. Just because, like, I don't want a random viewer to remote desktop control into the fleet randomly during the stream. I don't know what kind of damage someone could do. I highly doubt they could do much damage, but, just in case, so, Let's get back to this. Just checking on something real quick. Okay, so we have, so I gotta run, no, I ran that command. Okay, we can remote desktop connect now. I have everything I need. I have the IP address, and I have the password. I will admit, even though Windows servers are more expensive, I do like how it's very easy to remote desktop connect to the Windows fleets. Because with Linux, you have to SSH, so you don't get this nice UI that you see here. You just see the command prompt, which some people like, but me personally, I do like a good UI when needed. I don't need it, but it's convenient. It is very convenient. Let's check the logs. Also, this thing I still don't understand is this should not even be possible. Because the game session is terminated. It should kick out the players. Theoretically. But I guess what I could see happening is like why the players are still in the game session that's terminated. Oh, excuse me, guys. I think a little tired as always. I think what's happening is because as we saw in like past streams, like the server, the Unreal Engine like server executable, like you know how like when we remote desktop connected in here and we like terminated it through the task manager and how like the program just restarts automatically. I think what happens is it terminates, and then because it takes so long for the players to join, eventually the players will be able to join because the server will have already restarted. But that doesn't necessarily mean that the AWS side is working. Because if I go to Task Manager right now, so I'll close these now because there's really no point in having them. If I go to Task Manager now, we'll see an instance of third-person game template running, despite the game session being terminated. I think again the game session terminated before the players join, so it was able to restart in time for the players to join. So let's look at the logs. So that's what we're here to do. Oops, wrong one. Logs. Alright, so there could be a lot of logs here. I don't think it's this one. Beast, I saw that. That looked amazing. I did actually see that. That was really nice. Very nice. I'm happy with how like a lot of people are contributing. I'm glad you're working with a games engineer and Pivot. It's really awesome. So yeah, that's why also, so speaking of like the server executable restarting, that's why like before, I don't know if you remember, but in a past stream, I was looking at only the latest logs and I couldn't find what I needed to find. The reason why this log is updated so recently is because it's constantly getting updated because it's a new instance of the server running. The server process that crashed is somewhere in one of these old logs, so I probably have to look starting here. So I gotta look through all of these guys, really. It could be any one of these old logs. This is really weird. I don't know why my hearing my left ear is like so weird. I think like something's clogged in there. Millis, where are you? We need your help. I agree. We do need a Millis. A Millis is OP. But let's see. Might be this log. Let me look up what was the so the message was start so update games, or it's really just state is not null. Because that's the first one. That's the one we know it gets to. That's the log statement we know it gets to. Let me look back all the way to here. Oh no, maybe this one. I did that one. Ooh, wow. That's not good. I'm not even finding it in any of these, actually. That's not good. That means it's not even getting there at all. Wow, it's on any of these, I think. Or is it in this one? Is it in these new ones? Oh, did it? Maybe it might have deleted that log. Oh boy. That's okay. We can just we can run it again. So it's interesting, right? So I want to show something. So you see in Task Manager how there's only one instance of this background process here. But the thing is, if we edit this fleet, right? So that's what the server process allocation section is for. So you configure how to launch server processes and specify the number of server processes to run concurrently on each instance, right? Each instance of type whatever you specify. So a fleet is just a collection of these instances. It's a collection of a bunch of machines. So it's interesting, right? So right now I have only one in the concurrent process, but if I had two here, then now you would still only see one, like you see now. But the difference is now you're basically saying, okay, we can now have another instance with this exact same server build configuration. Run an instance of GameLift tutorial server.exe with these specific parameters passed. Now, if I added a configuration with the same, I'm just going to type it out. I'm not going to save these changes, but with the same launch path and maybe a different set of parameters, right? And I kept it at concurrent processes 1, then you would see another process in Task Manager. You would see 2 of third-person game template. And it would be in the same machine, same IP. It would be the same IP address. So it's the same machine. Now again, if I had this on 2, and I had this one as 2 as well, once again, you would see 2 instances of the third-person game template, each with a different set of parameters. One would have port 7778 passed to it. The other would have port 777 passed to it. But you would have now another fleet, aka another machine, with also those same 2 server instances running, one with a port parameter of value 777 passed to it, and another server process with a port parameter of value 7778 passed to it. But again, these 2 server processes will now be on a different instance under a different IP address. Whether it's virtual or physical, I don't know. Probably virtual, but I find it quite interesting. It's interesting because anyone can connect to it at any time. You know what I'm saying, right? So, because if you know the IP address, you know the port, you can connect to it. It doesn't matter because when you terminate the game session, it just automatically restarts. Or sorry, when you terminate the server process, it automatically restarts. It's not the game session data isn't managed by GameLift anymore at that point, unless you make it. Unless you make that game session, or the matchmaking system makes the game session for you. I think I'm talking to myself right now, which is okay, because I probably need more of that, to be quite honest. But it's interesting. Like, that's why those players were still able to join despite the despite the game session being status terminated. Doesn't necessarily mean there's nothing running on IP address X and port Y. It just means there's no it just means that GameLift isn't tracking the session anymore. I definitely find that kind of interesting. But the logs are gone, so I definitely see how they're getting deleted so quickly. So I gotta join again. So I gotta start 2 new clients, and I gotta do that again. Oh. Because the logs get deleted pretty quickly, I would say. Okay, so this client froze. I don't know why. Why are the clients freezing so much now? I still haven't figured out why. Like, sometimes these clients just figure out, like, is it just a web browser widget? Like, is it just not, you know, is it not reliable? Because that's kind of the impression I'm getting right now from it. Because right now it's like frozen. I gotta go to Task Manager on my end now. Yeah, the web browser widget is definitely not consistent. It sometimes crashes, so it's really weird. Yeah, see, it crashed again. Like, I don't understand why it's doing that. Like, why is it crashing? You know? Sup, Beast? How you doing? So that's the good one. So this one, you know, I don't know why the web browser like just sometimes freezes. I don't understand. It's really weird. But yeah, welcome back, Beast. Good to have you. Good to have you. Alright, will this application crash on me a 3rd time? Yes, it will. Wow, this is really weird. Because, like, sometimes I just don't know, like, why it crashes either. Like, sometimes it just crashes. And, like, sometimes I debate with myself whether I want to wait until, like, it actually crashes so I can see the log. But, I don't know. I don't think it's worth it. See, that time it's good. That was weird. That crashed 3 times. Alright, this time I absolutely gotta look at the logs. So I'm gonna do player state. It's not player state. Okay. Oh, wait, it made it. Well, clearly it did not. Something happened. The question is, what happened? What happened here? Already restarted. Okay, so start game session state is not null and player ID to team is populated. So it made it all the way to here. So that means it failed somewhere. It failed somewhere here. Oh my goodness. Beast, do you see it? I see it. Look, in this if block, I'm checking start game session state, but I operate on update game session state. Oh my goodness. Alright. You gotta be kidding me. That's a new move right there. Oh, that sucks. New move. Alright, let me just make sure update game session state is good though. Wait, actually, let me see. I want to know though before I fix it though. Did it give me the right line this time? 265 this time. It still didn't give me the right line. It still gives me the end of the method. But anyway, we fixed it anyway. That was easy. See, Beast, that is the difference between being 100% awake at the beginning of the stream and almost dead at the end of the stream. It's better to work when you're awake. Life lessons from Papa Chris. Okay, so GameLift tutorial player state, update game session state, update game session state, player ID to team. Okay, just make sure it's only, so this if block should only be update game session state. Perfect. This if block should be only start game session state. Perfect. Alright, so we gotta make a new fleet. Fantastic. Oh my goodness. It's only gonna take 20 to 30 minutes. But, yeah, I mean, I posted in the forums. Again, like, I don't know. I don't think they're gonna get back to me. It's a pretty hard task, to be honest. Like, because ideally, right, I would like to be able to just replace the server executables here. But, like, I can't. It takes forever. Or no, I literally can't because when you delete this file, the process will restart again. Or no, sorry. I can't delete this file or replace it because it's running, right? And if I terminate it in here, if I terminate this, right, it'll just restart automatically. So, because as long as it's running, I can't delete this file. So, there's no easy way to do stuff. You gotta go through Amazon, which sucks. because it takes forever. Okay, so did that build? Okay, it built. Let's upload this guy again then. What are you referring to, Beast? Your wait what comment? Let me replace the server files real quick. Actually, Beast, while it's building, I can tell you something that I think maybe you'll find interesting. I thought it was kind of cool, but I guess I talked about it while you were away, but that's okay. I was talking to myself. Let's upload this guy. Alright, I'm gonna wait for it to upload because the stream usually lags. Oh yeah, Beast, it takes a while because you have to upload the new build with the new server files that you compile, right? And then you have to go to GameLift and you have to make a new fleet. That's the part that really takes the longest. But I'm gonna wait until this uploads, and then I want to explain that beautiful revelation I made earlier because I feel like it was kind of interesting to me, and we can get a little more talking going since it's really just you and me. So don't want it to be too boring, because I feel like this does tend to be quite boring. So yeah, the stream might lag. The stream usually lags when I upload the build. I don't think there's much around that, to be quite frank. Why is this taking so long? So I know the stream's gonna lag. Come on, you upload build, you can go. Okay, there we go. Alright, expect some lag now. Yeah, this might be a relatively short stream if that works, which I'm very confident it will be. You should move your face cam to the top left. Beast. Why do you prefer that? Just wondering. You know? Oh, we got lag now. Turbulence. Okay, we have made it. All right, so let's make a new fleet for our build. Spot certificate type generated. That is not a bad. That's not a bad idea. But then that might block this stuff though. I don't know. It's tough call, Beast. It might block this stuff, but honestly, I don't know. That's not bad to think about. Top right is definitely feasible. I think right now though, I might keep it at the bottom right just because like there's this white space where my face is covering in Visual Studio that's like really convenient. Actually, I might make a matchup to like, yeah, so I don't, that might, I only did that because I realized my face was covering some of these log statement, or yeah, the compiler logs. For now, top right's not bad. If I'm gonna be honest with you, Beast, the only reason why I have it on the bottom right, do you know I don't know if you watch League of Legends, but there's a streamer called Tyler1. I used to watch him a lot, and his face was always on the bottom right, so I've just kept that. But I think that's also because like the way you play League of Legends, it's like it goes, or I guess, wait, no, yeah, wait. Yeah, it goes like the game goes like that, so it's like easier to be on the bottom right. I think for what I do, it could really depend. But as we make this fleet, okay. So the revelation that I found while you were gone. Good point. Good point, Beast. Okay, so let me get the server path. So, because I thought this was kind of interesting. So, sorry, I'm almost done. So I have to type this out for my example, honestly. So we have. So this is what. So this server process allocation section is very interesting. So it's you configure how to launch server processes and specify the number of server processes to run concurrently on each instance to run server processes with a different executable or the same executable with different launch parameters, add more configurations. So in past streams, or very recently, like when the server was crashing, right, you would see in the game session tab that the game session was terminated. But sometimes the clients would still be able to join. The reason for that is because when you call open level, you just need an IP address and a port. As you can see, there's an IP address and the server is running on a specific port. Now, we noticed before when we try to quit our server process in the task manager by doing end task, it doesn't work. It just restarts again, right? And that's how the client can still join even when the game session status is terminated. Because the server process may terminate, may quit, but it may restart in time for either one or all the clients to be able to still join. Because as long as there's something running at this IP address on the top, there will always be a server process to join. It's just that if there's no game session, then GameLift isn't tracking any of the data going on with that instance of the server executable. So there will always be something running if you specify it. Where do you specify it? When you make your fleet in the server process allocation section. So right now, just to clarify, server process is just an instance of your game. The server build. And a fleet, which is what we have to instantiate, is essentially a collection of instances of type whatever you specify. These instances think of them like computers, but you can like kind of modify how strong they are, whether it's in performance or memory or network performance. You can choose. I'm using the free tier, although it's not free anymore for this month because I've made so many game sessions. Now, right now with this current setup, there's only one machine at one IP address because I've specified concurrent processes to be one. But if I made it two, then this fleet would contain two instances, aka two computers, each at different IP addresses, but each one of them would be running this server process. Now, if I had another configuration with, the same server executable, but maybe different launch parameters. This time I pass in port 7778, right? and I'll specify this as, I'll change them back both to 1, then there will still only, now because I changed both of them to 1, there will only be one machine at one IP address, but this time there you'll see 2 instances of the server process running. So imagine this one that's highlighted right now, but there's a second one. If I change both of these to 2, then you'll have 2 machines at 2 different IP addresses, each of them with 2 instances of the server process running. One of them, though, will have a port parameter of value 777, while the other server process will have a port parameter passed to it of 7778. So I thought that was pretty interesting. I just realized that, but I won't test this now. I'm just going to keep 1 because we're just testing, but I thought that was kind of interesting. I have no idea if that made any sense, but I thought it was cool when I said it earlier. Also, just the note I said about the IP addresses, they're not always physical. Sometimes they can be virtual. So like virtual in the sense that they map to actual physical addresses, but we don't know how the mapping works. So I definitely thought that was interesting. All right, let's build this bad boy. All right, now we have to wait about 20 minutes for this to build. So let's work on the client so we can go back to the checklist. I definitely want to move the... Oh, well, first let me edit this message. I don't want to have bold text everywhere. If something's completed, then I'll have a check mark, not completed in bold. Edit. Not quite have to look at logs. That might be fixed soon. Needs to be tested. Needs to be tested. The people who joined the game, that actually might have been tested. Glad you understood, Beast. Okay, so let's look at... Okay, one thing on my checklist was I wanted to move the API links to a file. So let's do that. Because right now the API links are literally hard-coded. And this may require repackaging the game. So like, for example, if we go to menu widget, and I'll only do it on the client side for now. But if we look at menu widget, like these are hard-coded, I would definitely like to, you know, not hard-code them. So, yeah, let's work on that. So, let's go to binary, not binaries. Content. So this will require repackaging because I'm editing the content. So, what do I call this? Maybe like, I don't know, not redirect URI. Could just call it like your, they're not really like they're not all of them are API links. Maybe like secret URLs. And then here I'll make some like text files or something. Save this guy. Maybe like I'll make this one, so this one will just be the redirect URI. Projects, GameLift tutorial. binary. No, no. Content, secret URLs. I will call this redirect URI. That's one. Let's definitely do the API URL. API URL. So it's a new one. Oh, no, wrong. Wrong variable there. Let's put this guy in. How many streams? Okay, B. So, that's a great question. We are very close to being done. Like, I'm not even kidding this time. Like, we're on part 30. 31? 31. So, my goal is to test this weekend. Well, so today's Wednesday, right? So I'm thinking two more. So Thursday, Friday, we kind of, assuming the team works, because the team thing I feel like is the biggest thing. We still got to test out like the actual game logic, like recording the wins, losses. I think once we do that, and I think we could do these in the next 2 days, like finish all that. I'm thinking we have a big text session Saturday and Sunday with like, the viewers, the fans, the subscribers, people in the Discord. Let's just play this GameLift tutorial project. Try to break it. If all goes well, then we're just going to start with the tutorials, and then we'll stop the streams for a while to actually work on those. But yeah, that is the goal. So how much time we have? Because the idea is to release or at least start releasing tutorials by the end of March. I think we're almost there, so I think we're almost there. Because I want to work on Fortnite clone. Like, I know we have this large to-do list, but like I think I'm gonna cut out some of this stuff. For example, like one of them was to implement like Cognito login, like enable option to sign with Cognito accounts. Like, I'll forego that honestly, because like we did so much work to get Google. Of course, Bees, you're always welcome. But yeah, we'll work on that. Work on that when that comes. But so this is the AWS creds URL. Yeah, of course you can be. Is that even a question? Why would I ever say no? Okay, so these should not be hard coded anymore. So now I gotta look at Fortnite clone, because Fortnite clone used the text reader component. I believe it was probably in the menu. Maps. No, this is not source. Let me just check the status. Alright, we're on validating. Privates, probably menu. I probably think it's main menu. Yeah, okay. Do you know what time it's going to be at? Beast. What time would you prefer? Because your time zone's ahead. I was thinking a good time would be kind of like what we've been doing like every weekend, like around 12 to 12, like start 12 to 1 around. I may even start earlier, honestly. Because like those weekend streams coming up may be very long. And I'm not even exaggerating them. I'm not going outside anytime soon, so that's one. And two, we gotta finish this, so it's not even a question. All right, so let's get this guy back. Shoot. why I tried pasting it there. We're gonna do this one. So this is secret URLs. Well, 5 p.m. Eastern is 9 p.m. GMT, so you're 4 hours ahead. Beast, I wouldn't worry about it. We'll be testing like all day. But if you would prefer to be there at the start, I would assume 12 to 1 p.m. Eastern would be the start. Honestly, we'll see. I feel like a lot of people will be at home, though. There might be a lot of flexibility during that weekend. Again, big assumption I'm making, but I wouldn't be surprised. But I do want to test with you guys, literally you guys, because you guys have been through it, the thick and thin, the 30-part stream. Crazy to think about. Secret URLs. This file is called AP. No, redirect your URI. I think I just use the same names. Yeah, Beast. During the weekend, I try to stream as early as possible. So yeah, I don't think we won't be going that late. I'd be surprised. I'd be very surprised, in all honesty. Alright, we're gonna do development editor mode first for this guy. Alright, so now we don't have any hard-coded URLs. I don't think anything's hard-coded now. I think it was literally just the URLs. I'm trying to think, like, what else could be hard-coded? Yeah, I don't think anything's hard-coded. Let me see. Well, besides these, but, like, that's okay. I don't think this matters that much. I'm a programmer beast, so I'm gonna be biased towards C++. Should I do it for all of them? Keep them secret? I don't think it matters that much, but yeah, I think it's fine. I'll keep this set up. I don't think it matters that much. This is gonna be a tough read me. Should I do it in the vision? I mean, it's one API. I'm against that, to be honest. I won't do it. GameLift tutorial game mode. No, this is menu widget. So that had all the URLs. Don't think any of these had them. Wait, let me build this. Yeah, I agree with that, Beast. I do agree with that. GameLift tutorial, texture, okay. Yeah, I don't think anything else besides the dummy password, but I think I fixed that. Yeah, now it's server password. Thank you, Beast. I appreciate that. I love the positivity, honestly, right, that you're giving me right now. I'm not just saying that because, like, I like streaming. I like programming, so mix them two. Get beautiful things. I'm just checking some code stuff. Where do I populate server password? And do it in here. Okay, I think that's absolutely fine. With GameLift, this macro, where does this macro get set? Target rules, target type, that's server. Okay, so it should run no matter what, is what I'm assuming. Probably not. Rather remove the option to sign in incognito instead. Alright, let me open the game again. Oh, Mr. Unplugged, welcome, sir. Only with server target. I feel you. Just wondering, you know. Because I was telling Beast how the server runs pretty much all the time in the fleet instance. Like if you terminate this, we'll just restart. I was just wondering if the any server code in the with GameLift macro, if it always runs. I'm pretty sure it does. So, or at least I like to think that. So, because I'm debating, I'm thinking of putting. So where do I get the server password import? Yeah, I'm thinking of like putting this. I feel like I should get the command line arguments. I feel you, Unplugged. I feel you. Yeah, because I'm wondering like with this stuff, like should I parse the command line arguments up? But it doesn't matter because, like you said, Unplugged, this stuff will get run every time the server starts. Alright, so I gotta check the packaging settings. But yeah, Unplug that. I think you're right. I think it'll always get run in a server build. I don't know why I thought there was maybe confusion. I need to add files. So how do I do this again? Oh, okay, I think it's here. List of maps, specific movies. Is that a penguin? Oh shoot, Unplugged. I never even noticed that. I never noticed that. That's awesome though. When are we rocking the? We will. That's a good point. We will absolutely be doing the Linux build. We will do that before this weekend, hopefully. And then this weekend will be a huge test date. Okay, so I forgot. So because I added that folder and I definitely need to cook it. So I'm thinking this guy. This is where you would put it, right? Like so I added the so I added this I added all the URLs, like the hard coded ones, to a folder in the content folder. And so that I can like git ignore this folder. But obviously I want to package it. So is it here in additional asset directories to cook, or is it in an additional non-asset directories to package. Should I see what Fortnite clone does? It is additional. I think this will work, right? Because if I don't do this, I think I'm going to get like some kind of error, though. So, let me just make sure this all works on here. All right, I think we're good. Actually, I can check. But yeah, if anyone's a packaging guru, please let me know, because I'm not a packaging guru. Oh, is this for, oh, that was frozen. I need to go to DynamoDB. Just need to check this. Just make sure the APIs work. So far, I think they work, so. So we got a lot here, maybe a little too much. So we got, so we got D5, starts with a D, ends with a 5. If I cancel it, we got, yeah, okay, it works. I think that's good. I'm going to do some stuff then. I think I might push some of these changes, so git ignore I definitely want to do. Credentials, I'm going to change this to, it's probably just called credentials. Secret URLs, and let's try to push this. Okay, yeah, I don't think it added it. So we're just gonna add moved hard-coded, I can do this here. Move hard-coded API URLs to a file, and maybe fix issue with gathering matchmaker data on the server. And added, I did add again, and added the secret URLs folder to be packaged. No idea if that's gonna work, but push that. Okay. Let me close this. I do want to obviously repackage the game, but let me see what Fortnite clone does. You are right, Unplugged, but I'm lazy. Let's open a Fortnite clone. I'm sure it'll have the answer that we're all looking for. Got an email. Oh, man, I gotta rebuild them. Ugh. I was gonna do it, but I don't want to rebuild everything. Everything is dark except Visual Studio. Beast, I'm sorry, man. Light theme is the way. You gotta use light theme. Unreal Engine gives that nice contrast. It's dark. Visual Studio is light. It's perfect. Okay, packaging. So additional. I don't know the difference. Wait, you know what I could see it in? You know where I could check it in? In the INI file. I can check actually. Config. Yeah, let's look get default game. Alright, so directories to always stage as UFS. Interesting. I don't know what that corresponds to, but Google it. Unreal Engine, how to package folder containing text files into game. Okay, how to package. So let's look at this. We got time. We can do some research. Is this active yet? Oh, it's active. It's been active. I recommend you use the option and choose directory. Keep in mind you should be putting these folders off of your content / root. Well, that's probably good advice then. I mean, it's not a UAsset file, so I think. In this wiki, I give you a pictorial guide of how to add extra files to your package game that are not UAssets. Please know that there are two types, and the tooltips explain them thoroughly. Also, one thing I need to do, I need to change the queue's fleet to point to the right fleet. Or I need to change the queue to point to the right fleet. Let's do that. Let's submit. Okay, UFS files. These are files which you expect UE4 to load by the Unreal file system, which will be put in the pack file. Let me look at this guy as well. Why don't you put your text in a data asset? You can add a folder to cook content. So these guys say to cook. This guy's suggesting something else. This is like... So it's really, do I want to put things in the content folder or do I want to leave it out? I don't think I care that much, to be honest. The way I looked up how to read text files is use the content folder, so I think I'm just going to do that. That makes sense. Because when you do, because let me see my config. I think you're right. Unplugged. I just want to check this guy. I want to see if it looks exactly like how I did. It was directories to always cook. I did something different then. Only stages UFS. I think so. I think you're right. Unplugged. I don't honestly. What is the difference? But see, directories containing UAsset files. So actually, no, because this is not a UAsset file. This is a non. asset directories to package. So I think this is actually the right one. I think this is the one I'm supposed to use. Yes, I think that makes sense. And then the question is, do I want this to be packaged, or do I want this to be copied? I think package is absolutely fine. I don't see a difference, so I'll do package. So I save it now, or I save all of it, I guess. Now it'll look like Fortnite clone. Yeah, stage as UFS. Since I'm honestly here, I kind of want to do the same thing for the server as well. Well, that was a menu widget, right? Okay, so I definitely I want these guys. Unplug, I'm gonna be honest, I don't know the difference. All I know is that they were text files and not, you know, they weren't like UAsset files, so I didn't think it would be appropriate to put them in additional asset directories to cook. They're kind of non-assets, so that was my only reasoning, to be quite honest. But yeah, let me do that for the server. So I want to go to GameLift tutorial game mode. Yeah, let me do the same. I'm gonna do it right here. It does say that. That's a great point. Unplugged. That's actually a very good point. But then the problem is, so this text reader component thing doesn't work if I don't put in the content folder. Use this guy. Yeah, good point. That's a good point. Unplugged. This guy did say it shouldn't be in content, but it worked. It worked for Fortnite clone, so I might stick with it now. Let's just stick with it, just because like I don't want to change too much code right now. We'll put it to do for this. We'll put it to do. Move secret URLs directory out of content folder. Because this did work for Fortnite clone. Whether it's the greatest practice, probably not. But yeah, not the greatest idea. But you know, it's there. So game mode CPP. So we gotta go to. Yeah, I agree it's not a great practice, but we gotta truck along for now. And that's why we have that to-do list, I guess you could say. So we'll do that. I think so, Unplugged. I don't think it's a hard fix. Cause you see like this FPAPS project content dirt. I'm pretty sure there's something for like game. Like there's game content. Like there's so many passages. I don't want to look for it now because I'm lazy. But you know, we'll put it again. We'll put in the to-dos. We'll deal with it. But yeah, unplugged. I think like yeah, I'd put it like right. I'd probably put it like in here somewhere. I don't know. I feel like it should be in content though, cause like it just makes sense. I don't. I feel like it'd be weird to just have a random folder. Yeah, we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. We'll talk about it when we go over the to-dos. We'll be like, yeah, what should this be? Yeah, we'll figure it out. Where's menu widget? Menu widget. Okay. Um, yeah, we'll do the same thing for this guy as well. So this is the server. Yeah, because eventually we got to re-upload this server build, so. Yeah, for now, we'll package it. Yeah, I gotta do the same for the dedicated server. Yeah, I don't know. It's weird. I don't know. It's really weird where I should put it. I don't know for now. I'll definitely run into to-dos like add logic or no, not that one. Move secret or decide whether to move secret URLs directory out of content folder and take the and change packaging settings and text reader component code as necessary, I guess. All right, let's build it or let's package this. Let me actually let me push this code too. Um, we'll do change packaging. Thank you, Beast. I'll see you later, man. Thank you for tuning in. Change packaging settings and remove hard-coded API URL from the server. I'll push that and let's package. This might take a bit. So we're doing the client this time. All right, that sounds good. All right. So one thing I definitely want to put, where's the Linux in this to-do list? We gotta do a Linux build. Yeah, this has gotta go up, honestly. Add logic to kill a game session when there's no one in the game. I just have to test this. Add logic to call assign results. Again, have to test. Yeah, the Linux build, good thing you reminded me to unplug. That's definitely a high priority thing. But yeah, definitely don't think I should cook it as we wait. Think about that. I think shouldn't have been cooked. I don't know if it should be packaged or copy. It has worked with Fortnite clone when it was packaged. And then the question becomes like, should it be in the content folder or not? So I will add it to the to-dos. Like I'll add those details. Should text files be in content folder? Should data in text files be in a U asset? And then cooking versus packaging versus copying. I don't think there's anything wrong with packaging. Again, that's what we used last time, so, but definitely curious about like whether or not you should put text files in the content folder. How to Thank you, Unplug. Thank you. Don't know what this is. Thank you, Unplug. I will definitely... Let's just add that, actually. Because I don't want to forget that, so we're just going to be like... We're just going to add that. Is this building? Oh, it's already on cooking. It's almost done. Yeah, we'll add that, though. Oh, this is local storage. Okay, so really the only two links that kind of... I guess dealt with it was these two links that we looked at earlier. How to package custom plugins with your game. Interesting. All right, this is it. Will we see colors? That is the question. Will we see colors? Okay. Oh wait, also let me wait, why is it not? Oh shoot, wrong. Oh my goodness. Of course it goes to Bing. Out of all search engines, I didn't go in the right folder. There we go. Let's see. Did it work? Did the packaging work? I think it did. Ooh. Yes, it did. It wouldn't have made it to the screen if it didn't work. Why does this crash? The web browser is always inconsistent. It just randomly sometimes crashes on the Unreal Engine game client. It's really just not consistent. Honestly, I want to see why this crashes. I'm gonna wait a bit. I want to see why. Like, I want to see what's wrong with this. Like, why is it doing this? So this one's polling right now. So it's not this one. It'll be GameLift tutorial 2. It'll be this log. Like, why is this? Why is this like this right now? Because it's gonna crash. And in the meantime, I'm gonna cancel this one. Because this has been happening. Unplugged, I agree. Of course it goes to Bing. But, yeah, I want to know why the web browser... It's always the web browser. Like, sometimes the web browser just randomly crashes the client. And I want to know why. So I'm going to let this go for a bit. If it goes on for too long, I'll obviously stop. We know it's GameLift tutorial 2. Let me commit that one line of commented code we added. I'll push those changes. Yeah, let's wait. I want to know why it's crashing. Problem is it may never crash. Is it a WebKit engine unplugged? That is a great question. I have no idea. Let's find out. So let's go to, where do I use it? Main menu. menu widget. So it's right here. I don't think it is. I have no idea. Unplugs. Is there a way I can find out? It's part of the U widget class. It's a subclass of U widget. So I don't know if U widget uses it. I don't think it does. Probably is. Who knows? Google it. Ah, it's Chromium. It even says in its documentation. So, wait. Chromium is used for web browser widget on desktop platforms, while both iOS and Android use native WebKit controls. So it's Chromium. Yeah, that makes sense because it is Chrome. I also know, and that's why there's an issue right now in the GitHub repo because um, pointing to the fact that I'm not using the latest version of Chrome. So, and that's causing an issue. Like I can't sign in with an account made before 2020 because I'm not using the right version of Chrome. So I was actually gonna go to Unreal Engine, and the thing is, you can't post issues in Unreal Engine for some reason. You can only make PRs. And I don't know, like, should I modify the engine? I guess I could search, right? I could search like Chrome. $947. I just want the version. So how long has this been? It's been 5 minutes. Alright, so then we're just gonna leave it. It's frozen. Can't do anything about it, so... where is it? Which one is it? See, the problem is you have two of these. I don't know which one is the right... Oh, okay, it's this one. Alright, just because I'm curious, I wonder the version of Chrome it uses. Chrome, can I look up Chrome version? Okay. Oh wait, I think yeah, it's probably 50, or no, there's like a number. There's so many results. Chrome. I've seen this before. Okay. Alright, I don't know which version of Chrome, but I might make a PR for that. Alright, that might be another. That's another to do. change the version of Chrome in the Unreal Engine source code and try to make a PR for it. Okay. Let's start a new instance of this guy. It froze again. It's just always freezing. Ah, I closed the wrong one. That's annoying. I wonder if it's it also tends to happen on the second one too. Oh, that was Red Hat. That was a job app I had open. Hopefully no one I don't mind showing that to you guys, but it may not look greatest if someone else saw that. It's okay, I don't care. So if I keep okay, so far so good. Nothing's breaking. Yeah, that's the only problem. You're kind of relying on. Windows. Okay, I just want to make sure that worked. Okay, join game. Please work. Please work. Please work. Kinda. I mean, that kinda works, but okay, we gotta already see because it clearly didn't update the color. Or did it? It might have. It's also, you know what's tough? It may not be replicating. It shouldn't matter though. Okay, so the game session didn't crash. That's good. I definitely got a RDC to debug this. So, let's keep these guys open so that the game session doesn't restart in the server, because if it does, then the logs will get pushed out. So we want to keep those clients in there. We want this session to be healthy. I'll be right back. I'm just going to use the bathroom. So, and also let me close this. This is the old fleet. I'll be right back. thing that sucks about this is that I have to upload a new server build. Cause there's eventually, but right now we'll already see into this guy. But I just saying, like, we eventually have to upload a new server build, and that's why I made that post in the GameLift forum. Like, if there was a faster way to do this, but I don't think there is. I think you literally have to re-upload the server build every time and start a completely new fleet. I'm just gonna do this off screen. That, we got this guy. We gotta do this guy. Okay, and the remote desktop connection. Oh, no, I need the IP. Let's look at the logs. I don't have too many logs though, that's the problem, so it may not be that great. We got server password, not that one. Let me just make sure one more time because I'm paranoid. I just want to look at the packaging settings again. That's so bitchy. Yeah, I think that's fine. Okay. Let's look at logs. Start game session state is not null and player ID to team is populated. So what is the issue? What is the issue here? I think it's really stupid too. It's definitely really stupid. Init new player. Player ID. Okay, it wasn't stupid. I was just making sure it was the player ID, which I'm definitely passing that according to this guy. But I'm just not sure though. So the find, it's not clearly not working. Player ID the team though. Is it getting here? I don't see. I don't know if this is working. That's the problem. This is so annoying because I have to re-upload this just over some log statements. What is going on here? Let me look at the matchmaker data string. We had that or we can go to the docs for that. Someone went to my post and talked about that. So we got teams. Which is an array. We got name. Players is another array. Yeah, and there should be something going. It's always the backfill. But this is just getting matchmaker data. I don't know why this is not working though. Player ID, I think that corresponds pretty. Oh, this is annoying. I don't want to upload this again. There's gotta be an easier way. But if I have to upload, then I will. But like that's just ridiculous in my opinion. Oh wait, matchmaker data in on-start game session. Oh, actually I have it already. I did have a log statement. It's here. It's in one of these logs. It's in one of these logs at least. I had a log statement. Matchmaker data. Oh, it might have been pushed out already. Which one of these logs has it? Let's copy and paste this. Why am I typing it out again over and over again? Really? None of these have it? That means the logs pushed so far back. Okay. No, we have it. Okay. Unplug. We tried that in like in our one of the past streams. It just didn't work because because the server's in use, so you can't modify the file. It's annoying. And if you try if you try stopping the server process in Task Manager, it just restarts. All right, match ID. So we do it on matchmaker data. We get auto backfill ticket ID, which is there. We get teams. It's an array. It has a name. Has players, which is an array. And each player absolutely has a player ID. Okay, I'm definitely struggling right now then. Let me think. Oh, shoot. Well, I don't know. This is so annoying. Let me check, wait, let me check the GameLift tutorial character. Is this team that compare Cowboys? No, that's definitely right. Yes, Unplugged. That's pretty much exactly right. Like, I'm sure there's some AWS service that's controlling, like, why it's restarting, but I don't know which one it was specifically. Let me edit the Discord checklist because I did want to edit it. So not that one. So the move API links to a file. Yeah, we did that one. It's got one thing done. If I did a debug build, I could have passed parameters to it. Hey, Suppamillis. So we figured out why it was crashing. It was really stupid. I'm gonna be honest. But the problem is, I don't think it's getting the team. I don't think my map is ever getting populated. But it is, because player ID to team.num is greater than 0, and it's getting to this log. It is getting to the log. It's getting inside. It's getting here. Okay, you know what I can do? I'm not gonna re-upload the server. I'm going to add a G-engine statement somewhere. Where are my G-engine statements? Because I think it is assigning the team. I think this is actually a problem with replication. That is my guess. I have no idea if I'm right, but it may be worth a shot. So let's do team, and it's going to be team. So let me quit these clients out. Let's just try this. Let's just build for development mode. Because I'm curious to see if the team is getting set. But see, I don't know, because this function should be replicated. It's an onRep function. The team should be, you should be able to see the team. Really tough to say though. It's really tough to say. Alright, let's try again. Is this game session closed yet? Okay. But yeah, Mel, sorry if I didn't fully answer your question. We're still dealing with the assignment of colors to the clients based on their matchmaker data. Or sorry, based on the team from the matchmaker data. So let's do this. Oh, no, not yet. We gotta replace the binary files. hope that made sense. Because I'm really curious. I'm really curious. Alright, we'll log in here. So this one will be... Let's see. It's blank both times. But does that replicate though? I mean, it's the mesh. If you set the... Hold on. I want to do a test right now. So it's not getting the team. But that's also from the client though. Let me try something. In the new player. So I have this if. I don't know unplugged. I think it's because the state isn't replicated. Let me try something right now. I want to... I want to do this. You're right. It definitely isn't unplugged. You are definitely right about that. I want to try something real quick. I want to put it right here. I'm going to make everyone a cowboy for now. Cowboys. Because I want to see. I want to know why this isn't working. Wait, it is cowboy, right? Or cowboys? Yeah, it's aliens and cowboys. Definitely is that. Oh, I have to do development editor mode, though. I think I think I ignored a Millis. I felt bad. I gotta put in development editor mode. I really don't want to re-upload a server build. Oh, this is so annoying. I have to do this every single time. It's literally like 30, almost 20 to 30 minutes every single time. It's just like... Yes, exactly, unplugged. Because, like, I really hope someone gets back to me, because this is not... Like, unless they improve like how long it takes to make a fleet, then it's not. I don't see GameLift being very practical for developers. Like, they gotta improve that time, if you ask me. Oh, I got a lot. Wrong map. Wrong map. Sorry about that. Alright, that's probably why then. It's not getting replicated. That was a good test. The server is setting the values, though. What? You know what it might be? It shouldn't matter. Does on rep player state, does it not get called on the server? Wow, this stream's slow. I had a feeling that was gonna happen. Okay, I have a couple ideas. I think I know what's going on. I don't think. I think a problem, for one at least, is that this onRep player state function, I don't think it's called on the server. I just don't think it does. Oh, that's weird, Kai. But glad you're here, sir. Nothing much. Just trying to fix this server build as usual, you know. I think the problem is on-rep player state, it only gets called on the client. I literally think that's it. So I'm thinking of honestly moving this code. Like, it's just not worth keeping it here because, so this onRef function is a notification callback function to the client only. The client only. As you saw when I ran in the Unreal Engine editor. It's a client only callback function that lets you know when the player state is replicated. The problem is the player state, those variables don't get replicated because I don't have the replicated tag, and it's not worth adding more code. So I'm going to move the setting of the player's color to the server. I think that's honestly the easiest way to do it. So if we go here, so for example, right, I could do this. Instead of get mesh, it would be like get pawn or something. So yeah, get pawn, get mesh. Does get pawn not have it? Yeah, I'm going to, for now, comment this out. For now. It's gotta be a get mesh in here. Oh, it's a character class. Okay, that's fine. I can, so if I do, this is, hold on. So a pawn star equals that. Let's call it pawn. Yes, exactly. Unplug. Unplug. You're reading me like a book. That's exactly what I'm going for. So we're gonna. Yes, absolutely. Character. Do I just like cast it like this? That GameLift. Let's try that. Oh, well, this is not gonna. I don't need this boolean anymore. I could have sworn everything in a player state was replicated though. Oh, I got rid of a lot of stuff. I could have sworn everything in a player state was replicated. I was so wrong. So I don't even need that stuff. That's a shame. Oh, it crashed. Something happened. Let's check it. Let's check the logs. We got fatal error. Login line 659. Wait, what? No, that's not the right one. Wait. What? Is in one of these. So what was wrong with that? Might have been this one. Let's comment all of this up. Let's see if there's a problem with if the cast is the problem. No, wrong level. It's not that. Is it this? I think it might be this cast. May not even have a mesh at this point. Yeah, it's that. I don't know why that is though. So it could be, so the cast works. It may not have a mesh at this time. Ugh, that's not good. So let me check if there's a mesh. So this is pretty easy. If we'll just have a G engine statement here. I mean, worst case, we could make that player state variable replicate. It's not like the end of the world. But it would just be so much easier to set on the server. Wait. Oh, I think the cast. It seems like the cast is not working. It's not even getting there. Also, I just realized I did that. Big mistake there. I think it's the cast. Yeah, unplug that. Rookie mistake, So, you're right. I think the cast is what's failing. Character is null. I can't cast the pawn. Can I get the owning pawn / character? Ryan, you know I got eyes behind my head. How do you get the mesh of a pawn? No, unplug. Ooh, that's a great point. But usually, if the pawn is null, though, the cast wouldn't work. Usually, like it would have crashed at the cast. Usually, I could be wrong about that, but wow, wait, the pawn is null too. You're right. You are right, Unplugged. Okay. All right, I think, unfortunately, all right, I gotta do it the dumb way. Wait, I'm actually curious. I want to add this G engine statement again. Unreal Engine get network mode. I want to see if this onRep function gets called like multiple times. Can I not convert enums to string? Also, I might turn the lights on. Okay. Hopefully that works. I want to see when this function gets called because I'm just really curious at this point. Oh my goodness, are you kidding me? Alright, I guess I gotta do old fashioned way then. Oh wait, enum to string. Is there no get enum from string? Yes, this is the right one, I think. Wait, get enum. No, these are like custom enums. Okay. We're just gonna do it the hard way. Okay, we'll do that. Alright, we'll do if get net mode equal e net mode. Wait. You're right. Thank you, Unplugged. You are right. This is why you're here, Unplugged. Unplugged, what's your Discord name? I think you deserve an active. I think you deserve the upgrade. You've been here longer than a lot of people. Still doesn't work. Well, back to the other way. We'll do client and dedicated server. It won't be that hard anyway. I'm getting rid of this define. It can only be these two, because I'm running the game as a dedicated server, so. For sure, unplugged. I just don't know. What it is. Okay, let's try it now. Client. So it only gets called on the client. I can even put like an else, even like, just to make sure. All right, that's fine. That's fine. Yeah, it's just client. Okay, so this only gets called for the client. Okay, unplugged. That's absolutely fine. No problem with that. I think you'd like the Discord, but that's all good. I understand. Okay, so this only gets called on client. So let me think. So I can continue. So what was the function? It was, yeah, so it was this guy. So let me think of like the flow I want here. So I don't have a pawn yet by a new player. I don't have a pawn. This is where I would get the player ID though. So let's just assume this. It's really simple. So what can I do here? So what I could do is I can make this team variable replicate. I could do that, and then I can write a server RPC, because I want the color to be replicated to everyone. Like everyone. So I'm thinking keep this here, keep this logic, okay? But I'm going to implement a server RPC to change the color. So, for example, right? So let's keep this. Let's uncomment or get rid of this. Let's uncomment this stuff, right? For now. And let's just make that variable replicate. We'll make it replicate. So I believe we can go to Fortnite clone for this. We have experienced this before. Luckily. So we can go to maybe not the lobby character, but player state. I probably need that. Let's go to the header class first. So do I need... So what do I need? Do I need this guy to make it replicated? And do I need that get lifetime replicated props function as well? So if I do that, let me just build this because I don't know. Yeah, I agree. Unplugged. It's true. It's true. Unplugged. Very true. So is that all I need to make it replicated? I definitely need more. Oh wait, wrong variable. Well, anyway, regardless. It's the wrong variable, but whatever. Right. All right, yeah, I need get lifetime replicated props. I don't know if I need this though, so I'm gonna. Oh, no, didn't mean to do that. Comment that. So let's go back to the private folder. Let's go to the actual C++ implementation of this guy. We'll do this. Get GameLift tutorial player state. Yep. Don't need all of that. Team. Let's see if I needed that other function or not. Probably do. Wait, do I need... I think I need an include statement. Yeah, I definitely need that. So that works. Wait, do I need... Is supported for networking? I don't think I do. So it's Cowboys, okay. Why is it not changing the color though? So it's replicating, why is it not doing anything? So I made it here. Yeah, that's actually really weird. Why did it not do anything? Does this not even work in general? Like... I think I need a server RPC. I don't think this is gonna work on its own. I think a state automatically replicates, so we're good on that. It's just the properties. Right, like B replicates is in here. Okay, so yeah, that didn't work. Cause I think what's happening is like the client's changing the color, but the server also needs to change it. Well, let me actually make sure. Okay. Yeah, let's run a server RPC on that. See, that time it ran 4 times on the client. thought that was really interesting. It's like, do I need... I'm thinking right now. Got called 4 times. Why is it not... I could have sworn we got this working. Like at one point. The thing is, unplugged, I definitely was gonna do that, but like, it shouldn't even need to do that. Like, this should work regardless. That's the thing. Also, it's getting called 4 times. I don't know if I want to RPC it 4 times. Alright, also, we're going to turn the lights on. This is really annoying. It should still do stuff. Declaration of player material. Oh, whatever. Okay. Let me undo that, because I want to check something here. Thing is, it's getting called 4 times. I don't know if I want it to be called 4 times. I actually don't think I have to RPC it. So the reason why I don't think I have to RPC is because each client has their own copy of the character, right? So I shouldn't need the server RPC it, right? Because I'm replicating the variable, right? Like, you have to do either one or the other, right? I'm using an onRep function versus setting the color on the server. If I set the color on the server, I only have to do it once and then it replicates. If I do it on onRep, then each client will set the color of all the players themselves depending on the respective team. So I actually don't need to RPC this. I probably do need to replicate it because I need to get that team value. There's multiple ways to do it. Like, I could have made like a tick function for the character and have like an if has authority check. But tick is expensive. I think onRep is honestly the best way to go about it. Yeah. Tick's not terrible either. I could have also had a timer handle function. But since we already have onRep, we might as well use it. I think it's a fine function. But I hope that explanation makes sense. If we use the onRep, we don't need an RPC. That is a great question, Unplugged. Let's check that right now. But I hope that makes sense. I will uncomment this. We'll do... That is a great question. Unplugged. That is an absolutely great question. Let's build this. I don't even know if it was working when I brought it out. Oh wait, I did the wrong one. Wrong one. Yeah, I'm trying to think, like... I like onRep player state though, because usually, like for example, I have these null checks. I probably don't need that because it'll only give you a notification event when the player state isn't null. So I think I'm gonna keep this. As far as game mode though, yeah, none of these functions can really help me in terms of like setting the color, so I think this is the best way to do it. Oh, it's getting in there alright. What is going on? We tested this before too. I'm gonna try something. Stupid idea that may not actually lead to anything, but why not? It's outside. You're right. You're right. How many times is this getting called? That's the question. So yeah, we've confirmed this is only a client function, which is fine. It's absolutely fine. How many times is it called? 1, 2, 3, 4. It's not unplugged. It's not, and I'm not sure why. You know what I think it might be? We did this in a stream before. Maybe. I thought we definitely did this before. We literally did this on a stream. That's like the stupid thing. We did this before. What is this? I'm actually willing. I'm thinking about going to a past stream just to check what we changed. Putting it all together. Setting up matchmaking. I don't remember which stream. Maybe we can check the commit history. Color. Added code that set the color of the player mesh. It's not working anymore though. Let me try. What if I did it in here? I just want to see if it'll work. Unplug. Oh, that crashed it. But unplugged, it only gets called once for each player on each client. You know what I mean? So like, I can put it. Oh, not that. Jesus. You know what I mean? So like. This just isn't working. I don't know why this isn't working. Ooh, that was... Man, this sucks. Also, I'm smelling food. I'm getting hungry. I might stop this stream. I'm just mad right now. Unplugged. The thing is, it's calling 4 times again. So you have 2 players. Each player, each client, should be 2 clients. Each client has 2 instances of a player object. It's calling 4 times because each client is calling the onrep for each character in its game. Like, if you have 1, right? You'll only see the print statement once. If you have 3 clients, it'll print 9 times. See that? So so I really don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on, honestly. I might end the stream. I'm literally at a point where I have no idea. Unplug. I would honestly recommend you to join the Discord. Cause like, it's also just good for like further discussion too. I know like you said you're not into like messaging platforms, but you don't have to be that active. Like people aren't that active. And plus like, it's just like good to promote discussion because I don't think I can keep doing this. I really don't know what's wrong with this. So this is crazy. We got this working though. We literally got this working on a stream. That's why I'm so upset right now. I made that commit a week ago. We got this working. Like that code should be working. That code should absolutely be working. March 11th. This was March 8th. It might have been that super long stream. I have no idea. I really have no idea. Why is it not working? We got this working in a stream. That's why I'm like so upset right now. This exact code. Can I wait? Do we have begin play here? Let me make a begin play function just for like testing purposes. This is ridiculous. We literally got this working. Like, I don't understand why it's not working now. Why would this not work? I really don't understand. All right, let's try this. Like, I really don't understand right now. To be honest with you. How would this code not work anymore? I don't understand. Now the water splashes back on me. I'm actually so angry right now. Definitely want that. Let's do one client. How is this not working? I don't understand. Why is this not working? I'm gonna copy exactly what they're doing. I just don't understand. We literally made this work. Okay, yes. Change characters material at runtime using C++. He did body color. It shouldn't matter though. It literally should not matter, like whether it's color or body color, or is it body color? I'm done. It is body color. Wait, that wasn't the case last time. It was body color. I'm actually done. How did that work? Did I commit that? That was committed. How did that work? Wait, no, not that one. Unplugged. I have no idea, but it's body color. Maybe, honestly, unplugged, maybe in the blueprint? So this is the mesh, right? So we have this guy. So this is the mesh. Okay. So we get the mesh and then we get the material. There's two materials. So if we go to this one, body color. You can't make this stuff unplug. You can't make this stuff up. You can't make it up. And the second material is parent is this one, so you can't make this stuff up. You gotta be kidding me. You gotta be kidding me. Alright, so back to business. Begin play. Go away. You're done. You're out of here. Yeah, you're out of here. So yeah, let's go back here. So this stuff should work now. Whoa, why isn't it working? I'm trying to uncomment this code. Why does it not work for multiple? You've got to be kidding me. This is not a good day right now for flop RAM. I could have sworn, unplugged. I think you were there, but we did get it working. I'm pretty sure we got it working. Okay. So it has to be body color. That is really weird because we got that working before. We're gonna get rid of all these. Yeah, so it'll set the team once, or it'll set the color once. It's really weird. Unplugged. Why? Wait, on rep. I'll keep that there. Unfortunate unplug, as they say. Unfortunate. Okay, works for one. Let's do two. Yep. Shows on both clients. Maybe if I can get the other one. And let's do a 3 just to make sure. Yeah, works for all 3. Alright, that's fine. Game mode tutorial, game mode. So let's get rid of. Okay, so let's get rid of not that. This. Alright, let's build all this. Make sure everything compiles. We're gonna re-upload the server build. So let's do that. Let's do that. Get out of this desktop connection. We're gonna re-upload this. We will no, we don't need to Actually, I think I might repackage the server. Wait, no, I did repackage it. I repackaged both. Okay, so build this, upload this, build a development file. Maybe I'll eat something during the break. I'll probably eat something while it's uploading, because the stream's gonna lag anyway. So honestly, it's not really worth it for me to deal with that. Yeah, I'm very hungry. Only gonna eat like a snack though, or something. How many changes was that though? Because a lot of it was just log statements too, to be quite honest. Made the team property of the player state replicate. No repackaging unplugged, just uploading, but yeah, we'll take a break. Just uploading, because we repackaged last time, so thank God we did. Oh, 534. Whatever. Alright, let's go to command prompt. Yeah, still not sure if the color should be set in the client, but like, I don't really see a better way, honestly. Because one, that onRef function is good because you usually know for sure the player state's valid at that point. And two, it's better. We can't do it through the game mode. And I don't want to use any tick function. And I feel like a timer handle is very excessive. So, yeah. I think like what we did was probably the best. Alright, and I'm gonna, while that's doing, let me rebuild the development build for the client. This might lag a bit. Yeah, preferably I would like to. I mean, I don't think it's that bad. I don't think the. What do you think, Unplugged? Do you think setting the color through the client is a bad idea or bad practice? Ideally, I would like to do it on the server, but I don't feel. I think writing a tick function. The only bad practice about this, like the quote unquote bad thing about this is if like someone was able to get the source code of your game and essentially rewrite this function so that like the cowboys appear really any color. But I guess at that point it doesn't even matter because if the client can hack your source code, then they can do anything, honestly. Like they could make all the players green. And that wouldn't even be through on player state. They just write their own begin play function at that point. So I'm gonna say I think this is fine. Because at the end of the day, it only affects the client. I think this practice is fine. Um, I don't want to write a tick function. Don't want to write a timer function that constantly check if the player state's not null, and then also check if the team's populated. I mean, this is literally an on-rep notification callback function. It was sort of built for this in a sense. So, um, yeah. I'm gonna say I don't think the practice is bad. What I'm doing right now, I'm gonna confidently say that. I could be absolutely wrong though. All right, let's make a new fleet. Test fleet 3. Spot generated. Launch path. Um, 777 UDP 0.00 for protection. Initialize it. All right, let's take a break. As this fleet initializes, I will go and eat a little snack. I'll be back in like 20 minutes. So we'll put the stream on pause. All right, we are back. Sorry about that. That was a very long hiatus. I apologize because the first time I made a fleet, the path of the server executable was wrong. So let us continue. So we're just gonna check if the colors are assigned. I might maybe even check out the game logic if we have time. And yeah, I mean that's pretty much it. And then we'll stop. I really hope this works. My fear right now is the game crashing. That is my actual fear right now. Because this could easily crash. Easily crash. Well, this crashed. Nice. Now, the only thing to consider though, so good. The game session didn't crash, the player sessions haven't accepted. So the thing to consider though is I have to populate, so you see like the team name and the teammate count and the top of the screen. I have to find ways to populate that somehow. I don't think I'm going to use a text binding because that's pretty much the equivalent of calling like a function in the tick function, and you should avoid tick. So I might use like a timer handle for that. Just check like at least for the teammate count. I think the team name, I think that'll be really easy. I think I'm just gonna do that in the on rep, to be quite honest with you guys. Depending on, because I don't know, like in the widget, like I don't know if that's called for every single character. Like I don't know if you're maintaining the HUDs and widgets for every single character, but I'm actually curious. So I'm going to start 2 more of these guys. Because I want to, since we have this, can we test the win-loss logic right now? That would be OP. So this will be 3. So it's going to go 1, 2 to the left to the top right. And then it'll go 3 and 4 on the bottom left to right. I wonder if the cookies is what's crashing the program. Because I just realized that could easily be a reason. That's interesting. So if everything works, then we should have... The game session should end, and we should have 2 winners and 2 losers from this match. Essentially. I feel like it's been more than 30 seconds, so I think something may have crashed. It's been a minute. They've been in the game for a while now. Yeah, I don't think anything's happening. I don't know if this is running or not. So stop backfill. Yeah, these would have ran already. That's the thing. Oh, but game started. Wait. How many do we need for a game to start though? Oh. Okay, that didn't work as well as I wanted to. Something happened. I think it aired out. Let's check CloudWatch. See if it even made it to the assign match results API. Did it stop the backfill at least? That's the question. It did not. It did not cancel the backfill. Oh wait, yes it did. Oh, so it doesn't start a new one. So that's, huh. Let's look at CloudWatch. So did it call the API? That's the question. Also, I'm learning more about I'm learning more and more about... It didn't even call the API, so I have to check something for that. But no, that's not bad though. That's not bad results. We have the colors. Yeah, I don't really know what else to do. I definitely gotta keep debugging. The backfill though... So it won't do it more than once then. I thought it would keep backfilling. I don't know, it did make a new... It made a new backfill ticket. A autofill D9. It did make a new ticket. But it's not here. D9. Success. Where's autofill D9? I can look for it, right? It was... I was gonna say, there's no way. Okay, it was there. Alright, so this one's gonna time out. Okay, I understand. Player data, it didn't update that. It didn't even call the API. So, I have to figure that out. Alright, yeah, good stream, guys. No one's watching anyway, so have a good day. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.